Hi everyone, today I'm talking about my Constellation Brands stock. I have now sold all my shares in that stock, and I sold them last week, and I've been a bit slow to update you about selling this just because I had a lot of videos I wanted to put out. But yeah, I did sell all my shares into Constellation Brands, and I'm a little bit sad. I was sad when I sold my Apple shares, and I'm sad that I sold my Constellation Brands shares. And you know, you're not supposed to get attached to stocks, but sometimes when I do really like a company and I invest into them, and I have to sell my stock because it makes a good profit. It's a little bit sad to see it go, but obviously the aim of the game is to make money in the stock market, and that's what I've done with my Constellation stock. And I'll go a few reasons why I sold my shares into Constellation Brands and what I'm going to do with that money going forward from the profit I made from Constellation Brands. So Constellation Brands, if you don't know, is a beverage maker, and in my opinion, it's the best beverage maker company on the stock market right now. It offers a great dividend, a great brand. It's invested into the marijuana sector and like marijuana infused drinks. It's got decent revenue growth, great EPS growth, and just overall generally a great company. And when I really like this stock. I've liked it for a long time. I've never actually invested into the company. This is the first time I bought shares in the company, and I saw the stock on a massive discount. Obviously, this stock was down absolutely huge, and I was like, wow. It's reported a little bit of negative earnings. You know, it's cutting guidance a little bit, and the stock got absolutely slaughtered for it. And I was like, right, it's a good opportunity to buy into this stock. And I bought into the stock, and when I bought into the stock, I set a target of about $210 to $220 a share. So recently the stock had a massive month. It actually moved like over like 21%. It was in my stock market portfolio review, and I was like, wow, this stock's gone absolutely huge when I was doing that video. And because of it going up like 20%, that pushed it to about $210 a share. And obviously that's near my target. And I thought, right, it's near my target. I said I'll sell near 210 to 220. I thought, I don't mind missing out on $10. You know, it's only about another 5% upside. So I sold out at 210, which gave me about a 30% return, which I was really happy with. So it hit my target. I got a 30% gain on the stock. I feel like it got to fair value. When I invested into the stock, I feel like it was undervalued. You know, it's a great company. It's got decent growth, but do I think it's going to go massively past its 52-week high going forward? You know, potentially, but only by maybe $20, maybe $30. So I think at the max, it's only got about another 10% upside. And when I compare that to when I invest into stocks, I like to get a gain of at least 20%, 20 to 50% on the stock. So when I look at Constellation Brands over the next 12 months, I feel like I could get another maybe 10% out of the stock, and that's not what I want to get into a stock. And I felt like it was near fair value, and I didn't think there was too much more upside in the stock, even though it's a great company. And if you were to hold the stock for, even 5-10 years, it would go up, but I feel like there'd be maybe another discount in that time where I could get back into the stock. So yeah, I took my profit, and I'm a little bit sad because I do really like the company, but the revenue's slowing down, the EPS is slowing down a little bit. There's a little bit more debt on the balance sheet. So overall, when I assess that company, like I say, I feel like it was at a fair valuation. And when I assess it, is there better companies that I could invest in? And I thought, yes, I have not identified a company that I'm going to buy with a profit from Constellation Brands now. As soon as I saw my Apple shares, I was like, oh, I'm going to go buy Alibaba. When I saw my Constellation shares, I wasn't like, oh, right, 10 minutes later I'm going to buy this stock. There is kind of there's one stock I'm watching right now that I might go buy, potentially another one, but I looked into that company today as of recording this video, and I decided not to invest in that company because I felt like it was a bit under pressure, and also I felt there was a company in its sector that was a little bit better. But there was one company that I'm quite strongly considering investing in, so I'm just going to see how that goes over the next few weeks. But at the moment, the money that I've made from Constellation Brands is just sitting in my brokerage account, but I made a nice little bit of a gain from the shares I sold from them, and like I say, I'll go invest in them profits now into another company, which is exciting. Like I say, I haven't even decided which one yet, and I did consider the dividend play because if I held the stock for like 6 more days, I would have got the dividend, which I was like, shall I just hold it for 6 more days? But I thought, nah, I'll just take the profit and walk away from the stock. And like I say, I probably will invest a profit from this company into another stock sometime soon. And like I say, if I do buy a stock with a profit, I'll make a video about it. I'll tell you why I got in that company and like the profit, the price I bought these shares at in that company. And I'll continue updating you like how I've done with my Constellation position that I've sold today. And that's the video today, guys. Talk about my Constellation shares and selling them. Obviously making a good profit, 30% profit off it, which I'm happy about. But yeah. Just talking about that and updating you on my stock market portfolio. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the support recently. And like we're at 240 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you. All the kind of love on the videos is amazing as well. So thank you for that. And I'll see you on the next video.